History of architecture in New York City ***. New York City is known for its iconic skyline, which is constantly evolving. The city has a rich architectural history, dating back to the early days of Dutch settlement. Dutch Colonial. The first European settlers in New York were the Dutch, who arrived in the early 17th century. They built small, gable-roofed houses with brick or stone walls. These houses were typically 1 or 2 stories tall and had a central fireplace. Federal. After the American Revolution, New York City became the new capital of the United States. During this time, a new architectural style called Federal emerged. Federal buildings were characterized by their classical proportions and ornamentation. Greek Revival. The Greek Revival style was popular in the early 19th century. Greek Revival buildings were inspired by the ancient temples of Greece. They were often characterized by their white columns and pediments. Gothic Revival. The Gothic Revival style was popular in the mid-19th century. Gothic Revival buildings were inspired by the medieval cathedrals of Europe. They were often characterized by their pointed arches and ribbed vaults. Romanesque Revival. The Romanesque Revival style was popular in the late 19th century. Romanesque Revival buildings were inspired by the Romanesque architecture of Europe. They were often characterized by their round arches and heavy masonry. Art Deco. The Art Deco style was popular in the early 20th century. Art Deco buildings were characterized by their geometric shapes and stylized ornamentation. Modernism. Modernism was a major architectural movement in the 20th century. Modernist buildings were characterized by their simplicity and lack of ornamentation. Postmodernism. Postmodernism is an architectural movement that emerged in the late 20th century. Postmodernist buildings often reject the principles of modernism. They are characterized by their eclecticism and use of playful ornamentation. The future of architecture in New York City. The architecture of New York City is constantly evolving. New technologies and materials are constantly being developed, and architects are always looking for new ways to express themselves. The future of architecture in New York City is bright, and it will be exciting to see what new styles emerge in the years to come. Some of the most famous buildings in New York City. The Empire State Building. The Chrysler Building. The Rockefeller Center. The World Trade Center. The Brooklyn Bridge. The Statue of Liberty. The Metropolitan Museum of Art. The Museum of Modern Art. The Guggenheim Museum. The Whitney Museum of American Art. New York City is a city of many architectural styles. From the Dutch colonial houses of the 17th century to the postmodern skyscrapers of the 21st century, the city's architecture is a reflection of its rich history and culture.